Hi guys, and welcome to today's Bitcoin USD breakdown. Of course, we are trading Bitcoin and we are on the 1 hour time frame. Now stick around because I'm going to be going over the trade we were taking yesterday and what I'm looking for Thursday, Friday before we start to slow down for the weekend. Now obviously yesterday we were looking at something more like this, right? Oops, sorry. Our entry was on this line. I said my stop loss is going to be roughly around here. And we're going to aim for something around here, right? That's what we were looking at. It came through and shot through. What is the problem? What is happening here? It's like I said previously. It came up, but instead of respecting the line and doing something like this, it, of course, smashed through that line, which is really annoying. And we were talking about it in the last episode. This, where we're saying it wicked through, we really want to be cognizant of that and making sure it doesn't do it. This one wicked through here. It's really annoying, and as such, I am actually changing my strategy. So hold on, let me do a bit of back testing, because this seems to be something that is happening more and more frequently, so I will actually get a handle on that. But what you can see, guys, if you... Obviously, I'm not there to trade with you all the time, so where would have been a really good opportunity to hop in on? This candlestick right here, this red one. Now, why would we hop in that one? It's much like when we go down here, smaller body, bigger wick. Retest this line, we shoot up. That's really nice for us. And then again, we've got all the smaller bodies, bigger wicks, like we were talking about before, coming down, hopping in on, and getting into that action. And where else were we thinking of? Where else did we hop in? I believe we hopped in on this one as well. Again, smaller bodies, bigger wicks. This is what I was referring to originally. This kind of price action to hop into this last trade. Now, where are we? This last trade up here. So currently we're now sitting at 30% for the past 5 weeks, which is roughly just over 5% it's close to 6% roughly a week, which is really good. That's a month and 1 week now that we've been in, so getting really consistent results, obviously apart from this massive wicking issue. But what I want to point out here is, what did we say? We said this was the last down move before the up, so there was going to be a lot of orders here. Where's the last down move before the up? It's also here. Note that they both end, their wicks end at the exact same place. Where does this candlestick finish? It basically closes directly on this line. Smaller body, bigger wick. What happens? Shoots up. So if you see that and then you saw this big bullish movement, unfortunately I wasn't actually looking and had put a sell limit in. This would have been a perfect example of what to get into, and you'd be looking at 4.3%. Now, this happened at my 1 a.m., so again, wouldn't have been awake, but look how close we are at this current point in time. So remember, guys, really great entries, really great re-entries as well, smaller bodies, bigger wicks. I also want to point out that this pivot line here, useless, where I wish I could delete it. I can't. I delete all the indicator there, but we are just breaking through it like it's not even there at this point. It's a breeze in the wind. We're just smashing through it, so it doesn't really matter. Same with EMA. It's really not getting respected. In fact, there's a lot of accumulation here. It's not even really ranging. It's just trying to keep up with what's happening in the market. There's a lot of volatility going on. So the EMA is just really not getting respected as well, which is not good for us. However, we do still know that we're probably working up towards this high, right? That's still where I'm going. The only thing that I'd be looking for in terms of a re-entry would be something like this. Hits this line, maybe comes up and then shoots up like this. But again, we'd be looking for something around this candlestick here, where it's going to come down. Where's the last push, the downwards move before the up? Here. And it's the same here. So what we're looking for is it to basically close somewhere around this area. If I can just do this, somewhere around this area, and wick through. Somewhere in here, have a wick. If it comes really close to coming down, smaller body, bigger wick, hop in immediately. We'd be looking for something hopefully around this It'd be something like this. We'll be looking for like at least a 1 to 2. It's going to be something like that. Our entry should hopefully come from somewhere in on this area, right? But again, looking for the smaller body, bigger wick. Now, we also know that we're obviously still going up. We've got a lot of bullish movement. As we can see, we've already hopped into one trade down here. There's that perfect re-entry. It's fantastic. Why? Because look, it basically finishes directly on this pivot line. This 4-hour pivot line pushes up, and quite clearly we're moving towards this area. However, look at this. This is the last previous high. If I can move that up just a little bit more. I'm expecting a fall. I'm expecting a correction. Now, why am I expecting that correction? Well, the market always corrects after the last previous high. It always corrects. And I can prove that to you by literally just going back a few weeks. Last previous high is broken. What happens? Note the distance. Massive correction. This previous high, look at the distance here, could be in for a massive correction. We're so close to this, I think it's still going to go for a liquidity swipe. And if there is a massive correction, it will probably come back down into this area, if not around this area, and then we can go for some more buys at that current point in time, if the market looks like that. But again, even if we went back, last previous high, breaks through it, this time more substantially, but again, massive corrections, guys. Huge corrections. So we really want to be cognizant of that, of everything that's happening here. Obviously, when we broke through this was a smaller correction. When we broke past this high, still quite a large correction. But again and again and again, we can see that, you know, every time we do something like that, we are in for that correction. So again, it's Thursday, guys, so we have the ability for something to happen today, maybe even tomorrow. The market just might shoot up and say, hey Alex, you're completely wrong. But let's wait and see for that. I don't believe it's going to do something absolutely hectic, but then again, it's crypto, so no one has any idea with this, especially the Bitcoin. But yeah, that's basically it for today. As I said, watch out for this area for a potential re-entry. That would be fantastic. It would be lovely. But it's so close to this area that I'd be looking at for this and potential sells. We know what we want to look like in terms of potential sell. This area here. All these little wicks, bigger wicks, smaller bodies. That's what we're looking for. In fact, where did we hop in the last time? We hopped in on this one because I said, look at this one in terms of hopping in here. That's why I hopped in here, because these two are really the same. Go back 4 or 5 episodes, you'll be able to see it. You'll be able to see it. If you start seeing this structure being printed, once it comes up into this area, get ready for a sell. Hop in for it if you want to. You've learned enough from me. You will be able to do it. But anyway, guys, that is it for this episode today. I hope you have a good one. I hope the setups come. I'll be watching it. So yeah, if you have any questions, leave it in the comments below. But if not, wait until the next episode and I will see you then. Bye.